And we're back. We've been gone for a hot minute, but we're back. All in. We're all in this time. No breaks, no hustle.
All in, baby.
All right. So a lot's happened since. Because how long has it been? It's been like 5 or 6 months since we've done this.
It's been a while.
I've become the most depressed sports fan to ever exist. Because 2 of my teams are shitting the bed.
I think every New York sports fan is probably pretty depressed. Besides, well, I don't think Yankees fans are depressed.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I have to look forward to right now. And they start playing tomorrow because we're recording this on the 27th. And I believe we should sweep the Orioles. If not, we'll give them a game, whatever.
Yeah, everyone should sweep them basically because they're the worst team in baseball.
They are the worst. I saw something that said they could get as low as 36 wins this season.
Wow.
That'd be tough.
That's bad.
All right, you got over/under.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with MLB wins for the season since opening day is tomorrow. We're gonna start off with over/unders for wins. This is
this ESPN or like
yeah.
what?
This is brought to you by ESPN.
Oh, so this is gonna be some bogus stuff in here already. I already know.
All right, so start off from the AL East.
Got you.
So they're 7-1 favorites to win the World Series in the AL. Over/under is 93.5 wins.
Who is this? You have to say a team.
Oh, sorry, Red Sox. It's Red Sox.
They're 7-1 odds.
Yep.
Then you said 93.
Yep.
Okay, well they'll probably have more than 93 wins.
So you're saying over?
Even though that their bullpen is significantly worse.
Well, they're gonna do something during the season.
Craig Kimbrel's still on the market, which is something.
Crazy.
Him and Keuchel.
Yeah, starting the season too on the market.
And he's on my fantasy team, Craig Kimbrel, so he needs to figure his shit out.
I feel like Keuchel might wait and see.
Keuchel should just go to like the Braves or something.
That'd be nice. Braves are my second team, so I'd appreciate that.
Of course they are.
Moving on to the Yankees, they're 5-1.
Ooh, better. Get wrecked.
Their over/under's 97.
Over. Give me over.
Are you serious?
This team's way better than the team last year. Are you kidding me?
I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
Explain to me how they're better than last year.
Let me break it down for you. Starting pitching, around the same. Some could say it's better, some could say it's worse.
You added James Paxton, which is big. Which is big if he plays like he should be.
Yeah, he's playing Saturday because Tanaka's getting opening day nod.
Yep. You have a good starting rotation. So the Red Sox.
Bullpen got better.
Bullpen is good. You stole my guy.
You did steal.
But you did lose David Robertson.
But we replaced him with Ottavino.
I'd rather have Robertson.
If Ottavino can have...
So that's probably a wash, though. That's a wash.
It's kind of like a trade-off.
Yeah. So
and
you
then
added... Yeah.
You go to the fielding. First base, if Luke Voit is like what he was when he was with the Giants at the end of the year, or not the Giants, the Yankees.
It's a big if.
He looks pretty decent in spring training, but same thing could be said for Greg Bird, which I'm surprised with, because Greg Bird I think he's on the AAA or he's on the bench, either or.
No, I think he made the roster.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure Luke Voit is penciled in.
So what I heard is they're gonna do a flip between Luke Voit and Greg Bird at first base and DH.
Or what they're going to do is, because LeMahieu's going to be backup people, so he could either be in at DH or at first base. And we don't know yet.
They're going to start Tulowitzki over DJ LeMahieu?
We don't necessarily know, because the rosters for opening day don't come out till opening day.
That's crazy if they do.
Well, the thing is with Tulowitzki is... They're going to test him. I think they're going to have him start and then test him out, and if he sucks, they just cut him.
They're going to cut him as soon as Didi comes back.
Not if he continues to prove himself. I think they'd keep him over Bird. Because Greg Bird's super inconsistent.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Next on the list is Tampa Bay Rays at 25-1. Their over unders
are too high.
84.5.
Give me less.
I'm taking the under too.
Because they're overhyping him because of Blake Snell. He's had one good year. He needs to. If he could prove it, then I think they could get more than 84. They're not a playoff team. They're not a contender.
No. Toronto Blue Jays at 300-1.
Makes sense.
I have a better chance of winning Powerball tonight. Over under is 74.
I can say that's about right.
I'm saying it's either there or under. They're pretty bad too. And then the worst team in baseball, the Baltimore Orioles, at 2,000-1.
That's tough.
At a 57.5 over under. I'm taking the under.
57?
Taking the under.
50 lower than 57? That's hard to do in baseball.
Taking the under.
You got them going into like 110 losses.
Name one starting pitcher they have.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not the biggest baseball knowledgeable person, so I don't know.
They have one guy, and it's Alex Cobb, and he's hurt right now.
Bro, they got Chris Davis that can hit some dingers.
I'm saying pitching.
I'm just saying they got crushed Chris Davis though.
And Mark Trumbo.
Yeah, they're gonna be the worst team, no matter what.
AL Central, Cleveland Indians. This Central is terrible, by the way.
Big
AL
fan.
Central. It's between the Indians and the Twins for the Central Division.
Give me Indians.
Indians at 10-1 to win the World Series, which is a bit high, I think.
I'd give them like 30.
Over under is 91. I'm definitely taking the under on that.
Yeah, give me like the one like 80.
85. 80, yeah, around there. They did get Carlos Santana back. They lost Michael Brantley.
Big loss.
I don't know who's going to fill that role. They might put Lonnie Chisenhall back out in right, but still a pretty big bat to lose. Their pitching's still dominant. They probably the top 3 pitching rotation in the AL behind the Red Sox and Yankees with Kluber, Danny Salazar, Carlos Carrasco, Bauer, and the young stud Mike Clevenger, who's going to be pretty good. He'll be the replacement for Kluber coming up. They did
extend him though.
They did have trade rumors of Kluber, so I don't, because he's a big cap. He's
big.
Not,
like before, like a few months ago, he was rumored to maybe go to the Yankees. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Minnesota Twins at 25-1.
It
seems like every other year they're in the playoffs. This year over under is 84.
Give me under.
I'm gonna keep them right there at 84. I'm gonna say either 84 under, 84 to 80 wins. Might get them a playoff spot, but
I don't think they're gonna be a playoff team.
Wild card. Detroit Tigers 1,000-1.
That's tough.
Terrible team. This division's terrible. Over under is 69. I'm taking the under.
You know what? Give me where they're at.
No, dude, their lineup is so bad.
Give me what they're at though. You gotta have.
Bad. And Michael Fulmer's getting Tommy John.
Stuff happens.
No.
Maybe someone will rise up and have a all-star year. Who knows?
Chicago White Sox, who had one of the worst free agencies in baseball history.
I mean, they almost had one. They almost had a good one when they got
Machado. On both Machado and Harper. 200-1. I know that they're not going to be a playoff team. They have a couple young studs, Michael Kopech. They just signed Kid Lopez to a big deal. They got a couple more prospects coming up in the system, but they're probably 3 years away from being somewhat decent.
Yeah.
They're at over-unders at 73.5.
Give me less.
I'm taking less on that too. They're one of the worst managers in baseball. They have Rick Renteria, who is terrible. Kansas City Royals at 1,000-1.
Man, remember when they were good?
What a shame.
Like 5-6 years ago?
They lost Salvador Perez this season with Tommy John.
That was like their
rotation's bad again. They've put Merrifield, who's pretty good, but he can't carry a team, obviously. So yeah, that over-under is 70.5. I'm looking at a 50-win season right there.
Yeah, put them 58.
So a 50-win season.
Well, yeah. Because, like, you can't have under on everybody.
Oh, these are pretty high. I mean, 70 wins for the Royals,
That's too much.
that's like a 500 team.
Tempted to say maybe give them 60.
Maybe. That's best case scenario. Alright, AL West. We got second favorite to win the World Series in the AL. Well, second favorite to get there. Houston Astros at 6-1. Another dominant team. Probably the best rotation in the league, maybe behind.
They maybe, what do you call them, the best overall team? Best,
right
like,
now,
complete.
well, I don't know about their bullpen. Bullpen's a little shaky. Best complete.
Don't just say the Red Sox.
No, it's probably the Yankees right now. To be honest with you. Yeah, it's probably the Yankees. Houston Astros at 6-1 to win. Over under at 96.5.
Give me more.
You can even more than that.
Yeah, they won 100 last year.
I don't know. Hold on one second.
Oh my goodness, interruption. Excuse the interruption. That was just really unprofessional. I'm gonna go back on the Yankees rant while he's gone. The Yankees won the World Series, 162-0. Probably not. We'll probably watch us lose our first game to the Orioles. Glaber and Andujar got robbed Rookie of the Year. They want to make a comeback. Stronger than ever. Ohtani should not have done that in my mind.
Quiet down. It's done. New York is over.
Okay, well, don't be unprofessional.
All right, where were we at? Houston.
Yeah, Houston. Give me over.
I'd say they're probably 96. Around there. It's there or over. They're not gonna have a bad year. They can't have a bad year.
They'll win the division.
Oh yeah, definitely win the division. After that, it's Oakland A's at 40-1. Billy Bean. They got what's his name coming back in the rotation. Manaea's coming back maybe at All-Star break. He had shoulder surgery last year, which kind of ruined their playoff chances. But
I mean, they made the playoffs or wild card.
I mean, when they got there, it kind of ruined it. But
yes,
their over/unders 81.5. I'm taking this one's tough.
I'm tempted to say under.
I'm gonna take the under because the rotation is a little shaky going into the season.
Just think, they're already 0-2. To throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm taking the under.
They lost 2 games to Seattle.
Okay, Seattle Mariners at 100-1.
Mm-hmm.
They made some questionable moves in the offseason. Don't understand why they got rid of James Paxton. Don't understand why they brought in Edwin Garcion. No, you don't rebuild with that team. Got rid of Cano. I would have kept everyone together and maybe built on that team.
They're like the New York Giants of the MLB right now.
Over under 73.5. I'm gonna take the over on that. I think they might be a playoff team, might be a contender for a wild card spot. The second wild card spot, the first wild card spot's already taken up.
By either Red Sox or Yankees, yeah.
Yeah. Los Angeles Angels are a sleeper team in my opinion. They're 40-1. Over unders 82. I'm gonna keep them there at 82.
Give me slightly more.
82 to 86 around there. They're also a contender for a playoff spot.
Not 90, but anything below 90 is.
Around
90's their cap.
Texas Rangers, one of the worst teams in baseball right now. Who also missed out on some free agents. 1,001 to win the World Series. In a tough division. Over under at 71. I'm gonna take the under. Take the under
they
because
didn't sign Bartolo back, so that's why they're getting under.
I think that just because of the division they're in, and the AL is pretty stacked with those top 3 teams of Yankees, Red Sox, Houston, and then you got Cleveland. So they're pretty stacked. They're in the division.
Well, yeah, but they're only making it because of the low level of division play.
But you got the Twins, you got the Rays, Angels, so pretty tough AL this year. NL East.
Yes, sir.
Start off with the Braves, one of my favorite teams, 20-1.
I'd love to see a Yankees Braves series.
You mean
In the
during the
World
regular
Series.
season?
The
Oh,
World
that's not
Series.
happening. A regular season, maybe.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, you
Washington-
know the rest of me.
Atlanta Braves over under is 86. I'm
Give me
taking the
more.
over. I'm taking the over.
Give me 95.
I have them as a 90-win team, not 95. They need one more piece. They either need one more starting pitcher or a closer or a dominant arm in the bullpen. Their lineup's pretty good.
Or Keuchel. Give me 90.
Yeah.
Give me 98.
90, 95. That's a tough division, dude. 90, 95 wins. Washington Nationals, they lost Bryce Harper. They got your boy, Patrick Corbin.
I'm okay with losing him out then. With what else we got?
Okay. Their rotation is just straight up filth. They got the best 1-2-3 punch in the league with Scherzer, Strasburg, Corbin. They replaced Harper with Corbin to help with the run differential. Over unders 89. I'm taking the over. I have them as a 95-win team.
What you think that? No.
Yep.
No. You don't lose a player like Bryce.
I have them winning the division.
You don't lose a generational player like Bryce
the
Harper.
division.
And what?
Winning the division.
Dude, what did you do before this?
Winning the division.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, so we're moving on now to the Philadelphia Phillies, who we all know got Bryce Harper. This is a crazy division.
You think that? Wait, hold on.
Moving on to the Philadelphia Phillies.
You think that the Nationals can beat this Phillies team? Get more wins than them?
Yes.
What?
I'll give you one word.
Wait for it.
Pitching. Pitching wins championships. That's why the Yankees didn't beat the Red Sox. That's why the Red Sox won the World Series. Their pitching was dominant. Severino was not. Sale was. Brian Brazier was. Matt Barnes was. So you know from experience.
Mm-hmm.
So you just pipe that hole over there. Chill out. Yep. It's quiet down.
Just
pitching.
Go about my
pitching. Oh, you want to keep going? Okay, let's go. Philadelphia Phillies at 12-1 chance. Great team. I don't know if they have all there with pitching and the bullpen's a little shaky. Still a young team. I think they're a year out. I have them at ESPN has them at over under of 89. I have the under.
What?
I think they're an 80 to 85 win team with a chance to make it in the playoffs as a wild card team, but that's about it.
They'll make wild card, if not win the division, and I'm giving them over.
Hey, what's the rotation? What's the rotation?
I don't know.
You have no idea. New York Mets. New York Mets at 25-1. Another good team in the East. Another shot to make it as a playoff team. They made some good moves in the offseason. Wilson Ramos. I like that move. Too bad for Travis d'Arnaud is not going to be on the team anymore. Probably be traded. Again, another great rotation with DeGrom and Syndergaard. You got Zach Wheeler. You got Steven Matz, Jason Vargas. Great rotation. Over under 85.5. I have them right there, 85.
Yeah, I was about to say, give me them right there. Robinson Cano resurgence.
Yeah, Robinson Cano, good player. Miami Marlins at 2,000-1.
Trash.
The second worst team in baseball, probably. They have the over under at 63.5, which is way too high. It's gonna be under. Moving on to the NL Central, we got Milwaukee Brewers at 16-1, bringing back the Moose. I think there's a good idea bringing him back on a 1-year deal. Which means he got to play for another contract, which means he won't lollygag out there and just play for the money. He has to play for a next contract, which is good. Over under at 86.5. I have them over on that. I have them winning the division at 92 wins. Chicago Cubs at 12-1. Older team, experienced team. Good rotation with Lester and Hendricks. Okay bullpen. They got a lot of money into the players in the lineup. You got Hayward, Chris Bryant, who's a stud. Jason Hayward, who's a little overpaid, but I think he can have a bounce back year. They got Kyle Schwarber, who's a monster at the plate. Anthony Rizzo. They have the core still here, but I think they're probably at best a wild card team with the bullpen being a little shaky, and they need one more pitcher in that rotation.
Don't be shocked if Keiko goes there.
Yep, won't be shocked at all. St. Louis Cardinals, another team Keiko could go to. St. Louis Cardinals at 12-1 chance. Another solid team. I think they added one bat with Paul Goldschmidt. I think they need another bat. They're missing that one big power bat in the lineup. They did get Matt Adams back, but he's not a consistent power bat in the lineup. Their 3-4 punch is probably going to be Marcell Ozuna and Paul Goldschmidt, which should be decent, but won't contend with the Betts, Martinez, Judge, Stanton, likes of the world. Rotation's okay if they put Carlos Martinez back in the rotation. They had him as a long relief for some reason. That was a Mike Matheny thing. So they'll be decent. Next, you got the Pittsburgh Pirates at 80-1. It'll be another struggling year for Clint Hurdle.
Probably the most boring team in the league.
Yeah, probably. They're a young team. I think in a couple of years they could build that back up with Josh Bell, Gregory Blanco. Good rotation, good young rotation, but the bullpen's one of the worst in the league. They're over under 78.5. I have the under on that.
Give me slightly under.
Next team is Cincinnati Reds at 80-1 to win the World Series. Over under is 79.
Give me under.
I'm taking the under on that. Their pitching is just terrible. Bullpen bad again. They haven't really made any moves. They did get Matt Kemp and Yasiel Puig, which would bolster the lineup a little bit, but Matt Kemp's up and down. He had a great first half last year, bad second half. After the great first half, Yasiel Puig will probably give him 280, 20, and 80. Probably he'll be their 2, 3, 4, 5 hitter around there, but after that, it's pretty shaky. Joey Votto obviously still there. Colorado Rockies at 25-1.
Like that.
Just signed Nolan Arenado to a big deal.
Big boy contract.
I like that too.
Got that CC money.
Yep. Over under at 85.5. I have the over on that.
Yeah, give me more. Got that division on lock.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good team.
Actually, I won't say I'm wrong, but I'll give them 75%. They got a 75% chance to win that division, in my eyes. Because there's another team that you will mention that I feel like could do something.
Yep. What's that? Oh, there we go. The LA Dodgers.
Yeah, there you go.
7-1. They did lose Puig, Matt Kemp, but they still got the core guys of Bellinger, Jock. They signed Dozier back?
Pretty sure they did.
Didn't they sign Dozier back, and they still got Clayton Kershaw, so
they're going to be. I will check that out.
What?
Okay. Why are you talking?
They're gonna be a solid team. Their over unders 92.5. I have them right about there, 92, 95. It's gonna be a close race with the Rockies.
Brian Dozier is on the Nationals, in case you're wondering.
Is he really? Well.
Wait. Yeah.
That's a nice pickup by them. Next year, the Diamondbacks, who traded Paul Goldschmidt for some reason. Wouldn't be surprised if they trade Zach Greinke this year also.
Are they going in rebuild?
They have to. They got Steven Souza just got a torn ACL. They lost Patrick Corbin, lost Paul Goldschmidt. That lineup is going to be horrendous. I know their three hitters are going to be Jake Lamb. 3-4 is going to be rough. They got Marte, who's a pretty solid player, but they need to rebuild, I think. Zach Greinke's not the player they signed him for. He's had an okay career in Arizona, but I think it's time to move on. Another team that got the bust in San Fran, lost out on. They weren't really in the Manny stakes. They had Evan Longoria and Crawford at short, but they wanted Bryce Harper bad, I think, and they lost out on that. The rotation is okay. I think if Bumgarner can come back and have an ace-like season again, I think they could be maybe a playoff team. Over under at 73.5. I'm gonna keep him right there between 73 and 78 wins.
I could see like a 70
in a tough division. Next is the San Diego Padres at 101.
Oh yeah, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado's new home for the next 8 years.
Now, I guarantee you, within the first 4 years of that contract, he's going to get traded.
Yeah, over under at 78.5.
Less.
I have him less at around 70.
Machado made a dumb decision going there.
That rotation's still horrendous. They have bad starting rotation.
Terrible decision by Machado.
And that's the MLB part of the show for you.
Man, I'm gonna need. I want the Diamondbacks to do good. I don't know why.
But if they want to do good, they wouldn't trade their one of the best players in franchise history. I don't understand what that was about. Maybe he couldn't commit to signing a long-term deal with them.
So they wanted to get something for him.
But again, he's a guy who's going to give you 35 and 120 every single year with Gold Glove first base. You can't get much better than that. He's on the same list as Joey Votto and all those guys. Who's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Another solid player that Diamondbacks let go. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their plan is. They're not making the playoffs this year, unless they pull off something crazy like the A's did last year.
Unless somebody gets hot.
But they did just lose Steven Souza, so that's another player they lost, so crossed it off the list.
Yes.
And it's basically Zach Greinke versus the world, which he's not getting any younger. So, not going to be a fun year for Arizona.
Okay. Let's go on to free agency for the NFL. Now this was an emotional roller coaster for some, myself mainly. Because there were some highs and some lows. Because there's some moves I liked by some teams that made real good fits, but then there were others by particular teams that make me question why they have certain people as GMs. The Cardinals, low-key, had a very effective free agency. They got Marcus Gilbert for a 6th-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Quality starting tackle. They got Jordan Hicks on a 4-year deal. He's injury-prone, but
he is injury-prone.
But if when healthy, he's a good linebacker. Very solid coverage linebacker. They brought in T Suggs, which I was shocked at. He didn't just stay in Baltimore his career. I guess he just wanted to play for his home team.
Well, I think this is his goodbye to the NFL. He's playing for his home team where he lives. He can stay in his home, relax. And then they're not making a playoff run, so it's going to be a short 16-game season for him. So,
no doubt in my mind he starts. Actually, no, he may just be a rotational guy, if you think about it. They lost Marcus Golden, but he probably won't start. And then they brought in Kevin White, which I really liked the signing. He didn't have it good in Chicago. Pretty sure he was a 1st-round pick, right?
Oh, yeah, he's a lottery pick.
Lottery? It's not called a lottery in the...
It's top 14.
He's a top 14 pick. Huge potential because he's a burner.
He's had a lot of injuries though.
That is also why maybe this new start in Arizona could rejuvenate his career because I'm pretty sure he's 27 now, which is
he's young.
I mean, 27 I won't call young.
He can still have a career.
Yeah, he can. He still has another solid 6-7 years in him. Falcons, they lost Tevin Coleman. One of the more questionable signings in free agency by the 49ers.
Yeah.
Because they have 4 starting running backs on their roster.
I think they just want to give... Oh, excuse me. They want to give Jimmy the most weapons he can.
One of them has to get traded. They have to.
They have to go get a wide receiver.
They could package one of those running backs. I'd assume it'd be Matt Breida. And package him with a pick to a team to get a receiver or something.
I have to.
They also tagged Grady Jarrett. Big need for them. Nice young piece for them. He had, in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, he had some big plays. Baltimore Ravens kind of made a splash. They also lost a lot.
Yeah, but the problem is with them, they lost their core guys.
They lost C.J. Mosley.
They lost CJ, they lost Terrell Suggs, Eric Weddle. I know they got Earl Thomas to replace him, but he was still part of that rough mentality, the Ray Lewis mentality type of players that they lost. They got Lamar Jackson coming back in his second year, full time, because they got rid of Joe
Flacco.
Joe terrible contract Flacco. I think it's gonna be either them or the Browns in the division.
I have Browns hands down.
I wouldn't say hands down.
This Baltimore just has essentially created more holes on their team just from this free agency. Yeah, they did get a safety to kind of replace Eric Weddle, and they got in a running back that is of starting quality in Mark Ingram because they cut Alex Collins.
I like that signing.
That it was 3 years, $15 million. That's
cheap.
$5 million a year for him, and then they re-signed RG3 so he can work with Lamar. Perfect. But their defense is very questionable right now.
Yeah, linebacker.
They lost linebacker. I thought it was going to be a shoo-in that they would draft wide receiver in the first round this year, but now
that might be a linebacker.
Now there's also a linebacker, but I would still hope for them to take wide receiver first round because there's way more depth on the defensive side of the ball in this draft class.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills, they were throwing money at everybody.
Oh my God. Nobody wants to play for Buffalo.
No, they made some questionable signings. First of all, Cole Beasley on a 4-year, $29 million deal,
way overpaid.
$14.4 million guaranteed.
Way overpaid.
So their new starting three receivers are going to be Zay Jones, who I like. I like Zay Jones a lot. You have Cole Beasley in the slot, and then you're going to have John Brown, who just signed from the Ravens, and he's on a 3-year, $27 million deal. Jesus. Also, I believe he's overpaid.
$9 million for him?
Yeah, they have high stakes in him. I don't see it. He's pretty fast, but...
Do you know how much Julian Edelman gets paid a year?
Nope. Like 7?
2.5.
He's team friendly.
2.5.
A signing I did like for this team, however, Frank Gore.
I understand.
He's old, but partner up with Sean McCoy. He's the power.
Really?
He
signed a 1 year, $1 million?
1 year, $2 million.
$2 million. He's not doing it.
He wants to go to a team where he can still get some play time. And this is a team where he'll get that play time.
Go to the Falcons.
Man, they have Freeman and Ito Smith as their main two.
Who is Ito Smith?
He was a rookie for them last year. He was actually pretty impressive. They also signed Tyler Kroft, one of the 7 tight ends from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And
him and Charles Clay.
No, Charles Clay got cut by them. He didn't do that.
I didn't see that. He's a free agent now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been cut for a hot minute.
Patriots might get him.
They need to do something at tight end because I'm pretty sure they don't have a tight end on roster.
Hey, dude, Jacob Hollister.
Oh man. I'm shook by that one.
You won't be saying that when we're in the Super Bowl again, so watch your mouth.
I mean, I could see them taking Irv Smith in the first.
Yeah, they're taking Irv Smith. We're good.
Oh, wait. Charles Clay got signed by the Cardinals. That wasn't on this page.
Oh.
But, I mean, I guess that's okay. They lost Jermaine Gresham, so that makes sense.
He's a solid tight end. I like him.
He is. He's not a good blocker, but he's good at receiving.
Right, good receiver.
The Panthers, they've had a really quiet
very quiet
free agency, but they did get Bruce Irvin to kind of take over for Thomas Davis, and then and take place for Julius Peppers. And they signed Matt Paradis to help that offensive line. I like that signing on a 3 years, $27 million. Darrell Williams, they tagged him.
Dude, you know who's still out there?
Who?
T.J. Lang.
I think he retired.
No, he didn't.
Could have sworn he retired.
I don't think he announced it. Jordy Nelson announced it today.
He did announce it. That's the big.
I'm surprised by that.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
He could have got a training camp.
Could have went back to Green Bay. They could use another receiver right now.
I don't think they want him. They got rid of Randall Cobb. I don't think they want any old receivers anymore.
I mean, they need something besides Adams. Maybe with one of their 2 first-round picks, they draft a receiver.
Dude, I'm scared about Dallas. And you should
mean,
be too.
I already know the Giants are not going to win the division, so I don't care.
That team's scary.
It all depends. See,
Scary
did you see?
good.
I saw something about Dak Prescott. Like he wants a lucrative
$30
contract.
million.
He's not worth that much.
He's not, but neither is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I wouldn't have signed him to a contract either, or that much. If he wanted like a lower amount of money. I'd probably.
All depends on who is out on the market, though. With Kirk Cousins, there's nobody else out there. That's why
I was for sure that he was going to the Jets.
It was a bidding war. Jets could not guarantee the whole thing.
Yeah, isn't his whole contract guaranteed?
Whole contract, dude. That's fucking ridiculous.
He could play like shit.
Yep, and get $180 million.
Dude, oh man, he's living the life right now. I wish I.
Yeah, great for him. Bad for the Vikings.
All right, the big old Bears. HaHa Clinton Dix on a 1-year, $3.5 million deal.
Good
amazing.
signing.
I mean, they lost Amos. He plugs in right
there. Good replacement, though. Good replacement.
But I think they're gonna move. I don't know if
they're gonna drop off.
I don't know if drop off is. They'll still. I think that division's tough now. I think it's really tough. Even the Lions.
Yeah, they made some good moves. Trey Flowers. They got Jesse James. They're making moves. I like it.
Making moves.
Yeah, they're making moves.
The Bears also got Cordell Patterson. Get a nice little kick returner.
Yep.
And
that's two good kick returners that play for the Bears now. Devin Hester and Cordell Patterson.
Would you say the two best ever to ever be on the Bears?
They're probably one in top 5, yeah.
Well, we already know Devin Hester is number 1.
Oh, it's not even close. Steve Smith's up there, but yeah, Cordell Patterson's pretty good.
So the Bengals, they re-signed Eifert on a 1-year deal, kind of prove it. If he gets injured, then I guess they don't re-sign him.
But that's the only offer he ever had.
Yeah. Overpaid for Bobby Hart. As a Giants fan, I could talk about Bobby Hart because he started at right tackle for us. He is abysmal.
Would they give him?
3 years, 16.15. Wow. With a max value of 21.15 with incentives and escalators.
21 million.
And they also signed B.W. Webb, who was a starter for the Giants last year at corner. Terrible. 3 years, 13 mil.
He looks like Adam Jones.
He doesn't play like him.
Pac-Man.
Plays way worse. Okay. The big team in free agency, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Giants 2.0?
They trade for Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, yeah.
They trade for Olivier Vernon.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the biggest part of our offense and the biggest part of our defense traded to Cleveland. And all they give up is Kevin Zeitler, 29-year-old right guard. He's a solid player, but they also drafted someone last year that can just plug in there. So it wasn't really a huge loss for the Browns. And then then we got a 4th round pick from them, or a 4th or a 5th, and we gave them a 5th or a 4th, whatever. And then we also got Jabril Peppers. He's confused. He doesn't know what position he plays.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Because sometimes he's lined up on the edge, he's in the box, he plays strong safety and coverage. He's still a solid player. We need to figure out where. We need to figure out where he'd plug in. I guess he's going to be the replacement for Landon Collins. Like, do the exact same thing Collins did.
Yeah.
But we also got their 1st and a 3rd. Which I guess.
A 1st, a 3rd, and a 4th, and 2 players.
Yes.
That's not enough, I don't think.
For Beckham, Vernon, and a pick.
Mm.
They signed Sheldon Richardson. That's a big deal. 3 years, 36 mil for a 29-year-old? Yeah, their defensive line in Larry Ogunjobi, Sheldon Richardson, Myles Garrett, and Olivier Vernon, and then they have Emmanuel Ogbah on the rotational.
Nasty.
Huge. I think, never mind, they don't have a 1st round pick. With their 1st pick, I'm assuming they'd go offensive line or wide receiver. Those are kind of the 2 things they need.
Yeah.
Because I guess you can have Antonio Callaway be your slot or whatever, but
they could put Juice at the slot.
They could. Odell will line up in the slot sometimes, but it's okay. Cowboys.
Big offseason. I love their moves.
Randall Cobb on a 1-year, $5 million deal.
I love it.
kind of approve it.
I would love for the Pats to go get him, but it's okay.
You would also like for them to get someone else that we'll mention later, which I am also questioning.
Golden Tate.
Yep, questioning that a lot. DeMarcus Lawrence on the tag, but
he's not playing.
More money, and he's holding off surgery until they give him a contract.
Yeah.
So he may have to pull a Le'Veon Bell instead of the year. And then something that came out of the water, Jason Witten coming out of retirement. He's going to play like 25 snaps a game. He ain't going to play that much.
He's going to be a shell of himself.
I mean, he'll run his same like 2 routes he always does.
And fall.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be that much. They'll have one of their young tight ends kind of. I mean, he may be coming as like a mentor for them. Maybe.
Yeah, he'll be the leader of the offense.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll have him under the captain.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dang. So someone's losing their captain patch.
Yep.
That sucks. Broncos. I love their moves. Even though they got Joe Flacco, I love what they did. Brought in Bryce Callahan. Bryce Callahan, one of the best slot corners in the league. On a 3-year, $21 million deal.
Do they need that, though?
Yeah, they lost Bradley Roby.
Yeah.
They needed to fill that. I'm tempted to even give them a corner in the first round of the draft. Because they still need, like, 3 starting corners. They signed Kareem Jackson, who was cut by the Texans.
They still have Pac-Man?
I'm not 100%. I don't know.
So.
I think he may just be a free agent or retired. I don't know. Pac-Man Jones may be out of there. They signed Juwan James from the Dolphins. Needed that O-line help.
Big sign.
He's, big as in huge contract.
Yeah.
4 years, $51 million, 32 years.
Crazy. That's what I mean by the market, dude. If there was...
Well, because what happens is every year what's it called goes up. The salary cap goes up, which means people are going to want more money.
I know, but still, he's not worth that.
Adam Jones is a free agent, in case you were wondering.
He hasn't retired yet.
No. So he could get signed by a team that needs a veteran corner. The Lions, we talked about them a bit earlier. Love their moves. Yep. Bringing in Amendola, great slot wide receiver.
Replaces Golden Tate.
So now you have him, Galladay, and Marvin Jones, like that trio. Justin Coleman, he was signed for a lot of money. Signed for 4-year, $36 million. To be
that move.
He's going to be their slot corner. He may be a little overpaid. Maybe.
Trey Flowers, 5 years, $16 million per season. That defensive line's looking scary. Do they still have Ansah?
No, he's still a free agent. He said he's going to wait till sign till April, but I think he may be going to the Jets.
Really?
And we'll get to something that happened with the Jets in the offseason involving a certain player that backed out of the deal. Jesse James, another big signing in my mind.
Yeah.
He has starting caliber.
Oh, he's starter, yeah.
He lost his starting spot in Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, just because he trucked or stiff armed that one dude from Tampa.
I wanted Jesse James to come to the Pats.
You want a lot of people to go to the Pats.
I mean, no, it's one thing we actually need.
Tight end, yeah. And then Rashawn Melvin signed for $3.5 million. Like that signing. He didn't play that well in Oakland, but not really anybody did.
$3.5 million. It's all right.
Yeah, they had I think 2 interceptions all of last year. Terrible. They had by far one of the worst defenses in NFL history.
Yeah, they were bad.
The Packers, winners of free agency.
No way.
They'll win. Oh, you signed Adrian Amos, top 10 safety in the league. 4-year, $37 million. Apparently, the Blue Jays reportedly trade DH Kendrys Morales to Athletics. That just happened.
That's not surprising because the Blue Jays are bad, but good.
Athletics could use some help. Wait, but don't they already have?
Matt Olson is hurt.
I was about to say. Well, I was gonna say for DH they have Chris Davis. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, but he can play the outfield.
But Adrian Amos, 4 years, $37 million. That's a very friendly contract for him because he should have gotten a lot more.
He should have got at least 11 a year.
Yeah. See, they also pissed me off because I wanted the Giants to sign Preston Smith, and they didn't. 4 years, 52 mil for him, and then Zadarius Smith 4 years, 66.
I mean, they did bolster their defense.
That was like the main problem for them, is that they kept getting scored on.
But they lost Haha.
Which they replaced with Amos.
I know, but they still lost Haha.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Randall Cobb.
I hope they address wide receiver first.
Jimmy Graham isn't who Jimmy Graham used to be.
Yeah. They did sign Mercedes Lewis, but that's not really like a huge...
He's not a receiving tight end, though.
Yeah. I mean, he can make a couple catches, but...
He's more of a team leader, and he's more of like a blocking type end.
Yeah.
And then you got Devontae Adams, obviously. But I don't know if he's really a number one wide receiver.
He's their number one. What?
No. I mean, I like a good team.
He'd be a number one, yes.
You sure?
Yes, absolutely. Do you see what the stats he's putting up in Green Bay? Definitely. The Texans, they did some things. They signed Brienne Body Calhoun to a 1-year deal. They needed corners. That part of their secondary was atrocious. So they got him and Bradley Roby on a 1-year deal. They signed Tayshaun Gibson for more secondary help, which is their big need. They have AJ McCarron as their backup. Are you eating?
No.
Okay. They tagged Clowney. Clowney will probably get it. I mean, I saw something that said they were far away from a deal, but I feel like they'll get to a deal.
How much money does he really want, though?
I mean, he's been playing out of his mind after that injury. So he should deserve a good chunk of change.
I just want to know what he wants, though. Give me a number.
I feel like it's in the 20s.
How old is he? He's 27, right?
He a youngin'.
Yeah, 20 million.
Colts, they did some good things, and they did something that made me scratch my head. Pierre Desir, I wanted the Giants to sign him, but he stayed with the Colts.
Giants sign everybody.
They need everything. That's why I want them to sign somebody. We have one good corner named Janoris Jenkins, and he's not even that good. He's decent. Pierre Desir, 3-year, $25 million. Devin Funchess, this is what scratched my head.
Why?
13 mil?
1 year.
13 mil.
1 year.
13 mil. That he ain't worth 13 mil.
He's
Hell
not,
no.
but...
They re-signed Clayton Geathers, and they also brought in Just Houston.
That's a good deal. I would have liked them to sign Golden Tate.
I mean...
Him and Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, that could be a thing that would have worked. Otherwise, they didn't really do much. The Jaguars, Big Boy Nick Foles. Big Dick Nick getting that contract. 4 years, $88 million with a max value of $102 million. I don't think he's going to play. I think he's a system player. I don't think he's going to play as well at Jacksonville. It's shown because when he went to the Rams, he didn't play that well. I think he's system. They signed Chris Conley. From the Chiefs. It's they signed Jake Ryan from the Packers. That's a nice move.
I like that move.
He's a nice linebacker. Their linebacker core is ridiculously good. And they signed a couple offensive linemen because they desperately need that. Kansas City. Focused mainly on defense, which they should have.
I got something to say about Kansas City.
Let me hear it.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Not make the playoffs.
You're bugging. They bring in.
You want to hear why?
Let me hear. Tyreek Hill.
They lost Steve Ford.
They signed Alex Okafor to be a replacement.
Who?
Alex Okafor.
Who?
He started for the Saints.
Exactly. Who?
Started for the Saints. Saints? What do you mean who?
He's not G Ford.
That's fine. They didn't want to pay as much.
No. They're gonna lose Tyreek Hill for probably the season.
Depends on
Kareem Hunt.
They brought in Carlos Hyde.
He's not Kareem Hunt. He couldn't even start for the Jaguars.
They have Leonard
Dude,
Fournette.
the
What are you talking about,
Jaguars
Willis?
couldn't even trade him. That's how worthless he is.
Uh-uh.
The Giants couldn't find somebody to take him for a 7th-round pick. That's how bad he is.
He was decent in
Telling you right now,
right?
Chiefs are not making the playoffs.
I don't think they could win the division because I really like the Chargers.
Chargers will win the division, no doubt. And then you got Browns win Central.
Say Central, it's the AFC
North. You got the Patriots, obviously.
And I think you got Colts. I think Colts.
Colts.
Will take over Texans.
And then you got the Texans in the wild card. You got
I could see Kansas City getting in that wild card.
Steelers.
Steelers are dropping off, I think.
I know, but it's not a lock for the playoffs. You have the Raiders, dude. The Raiders coming out.
Derek Carr slinging.
So, I don't know. I don't think Kansas City's making the playoffs.
I mean, they did sign Tyrann Mathieu, big signing.
Yeah, that's a good signing.
They also brought in Brashad Breeland. I like that deal.
He's okay.
He's only on $5 million. Fine. The Chargers. They bring in Tyrod as a backup. Which, I mean, he's a great backup.
He's a what?
Great backup.
Yeah, he's probably the best backup in the league.
They brought back Adrian Phillips, huge for them last year.
They're the best. They're the most solid team in the league.
They need offensive line, then give me that. Their offensive line is abysmal. They brought back Denzel Perriman. They signed Thomas Davis on a close to $11 million contract.
I like that move though.
And Brandon Meebane brought back.
Yep.
The Rams, okay. Bortles on 1 year, $1 million.
Oh, time out. The Chargers, you did forget about somebody the Chargers lost.
Corey Liuget?
No.
Oh, yeah, Tyrell Williams. Wait, no?
Tyrell. That's a big loss, though.
He signed with the Raiders. I mean, would they have people to replace him, though?
I don't know.
They have Mike Williams. They have...
if Mike Williams doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, he was balling out at the end of the year.
Yeah. And then Keenan Allen gets hurt, too, so...
No, they do have... I could see them going receiver first round, low-key.
They better hope... No, they might go QB.
It depends on how everything lines up. Maybe they trade for Rosen.
What if they trade for Haskins, dude?
That'd be tough.
Haskins going to the Chargers.
The Rams. All 5 of these people are big names. Well, not big names, notable names. Blake Bortles, 1 year, $1 million. After he got cut by the Jaguars.
Yep.
But this $1 million eats into the 6.5 he's guaranteed from the Jaguars. Malcolm Brown, he was solid for them as a running back. Dante Fowler back on a 1 year deal for him.
Good signing.
$14 million. Clay Matthews on a 2 year deal for him.
Like that too.
And Eric Weddle on a 2 year deal.
Like that too.
He replaces LaMarcus Joyner.
Those are all good moves.
I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl. I don't think Jared Goff is a Super Bowl quarterback.
Who is your Super Bowl winner this year?
I can't say anything until draft.
Okay, as of right now.
As of right now, may have to go to the Saints.
I think it's the most wide open it's ever been in a long time.
Yeah, there's no clear.
Not yet.
Not yet. I need to see at
Saints,
least 3
Saints
games.
did lose Mark Ingram.
They also signed Jared Cook. And they still have Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a
downish year, but Mark Ingram also had a big year, so it kind of cancels out. Dolphins, Dwayne Allen and Eric Rowe from the Patriots sniped.
Bullshit.
And they got Ryan Fitzmagic going underneath starting QB next year. Actually, no, I think he's going to start regardless. Because even if they draft, I mean, they'll be worst team in that division, no doubt. I have the Bills and the Jets doing better.
Me too.
The Vikings, they have Finesser Anthony Barr. Says he's going to go to the Jets.
He went to Josh McDaniels' school of leaving.
He also went to the DeAndre Jordan school of leaving. It's tough.
All right, this is my sleeper team.
The Vikings?
Unless something happens, which I think is going to happen.
What, you think Stephon Diggs is going to get traded to the Patriots or something?
Yeah, baby. You're going to like that.
You know what's probably not going to happen?
That's spicy.
That.
Why not?
But I feel like the Patriots may just go for somebody in the draft.
Nah.
They have 5 picks in the top 100, I think.
No, Stephon, come to New England, baby.
They re-signed Dan Bailey on a 1-year, $1 million.
They're basically bringing everyone back, besides Sheldon Richardson.
Yeah, if they do not go offensive line first round,
or
fire. They still have Linval Joseph there at least, but their offensive line, they need something. Kirk Cousins cannot do a thing.
They should never got rid of Sullivan. I don't know. I still don't know why they got rid of him.
Maybe money issues.
He's not getting paid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have to tell you. I don't run the Minnesota Vikings organization.
He's one of the best centers in the league. Just let him walk away.
Yeah, he's on the Rams now. Yeah. Here are your Patriots. Trade for Michael Bennett.
Terrible offseason.
I would 110% agree with you.
Terrible. I'm a Patriots fan, diehard. One of the worst off seasons I've ever seen.
Best thing you did was trade for Michael Bennett.
Okay, so here we go. Ready? Let me get into this. Trade for Michael Bennett. Great move. I like the move because you lost Trey Flowers. There's your replacement.
That's the replacement. Yeah.
There you go. So defense we're all set. Just
basically all you did.
We need a corner. We need a corner. That's all.
You signed Jason McCourty.
Yeah, we need one more though. We lost Eric Rowe. We just need a replacement for him, which is fine. He's not that good. But offense, dude.
You made 2 signings on your own.
Let me give a call to Bill Belichick right now and ask him, what the fuck are you doing? I'm telling you, he might be playing draft. No. He's terrible at drafting good wide receivers.
I could see you guys landing like an A.J. Brown.
How about A.J. Green? Give me A.J. Green right now.
You just want a big name people. Those are
the 2 that I'm hearing. A.J. Green, Stephon Diggs. Why the hell would yeah, I heard that too. I tell you that. Why the hell would A.J. Green or the Bengals want A.J. Green on that team?
Maybe he's loyal. It's all about loyalty. Why would Larry Fitzgerald stick with the Cardinals all that time?
That's different.
Is it?
Yes.
A.J. Green's top 5 wide receiver for that team all time.
The Bengals, dude.
They had Ocho Cinco.
Oh my God. Yeah, so the Patriots. I say we give up a 3rd and a 6th for A.J. Green. And if we're going for Stephon, we give up our second, 5th, and 6th or something like that.
Your 2 signings on offense were Philip Dorsett and Bruce Ellington. Let that sink in.
Fucking atrocious.
The Saints, they made some moves.
Also lost Mark Ingram.
But they replaced them. They replaced them.
How much did they give Murray?
4 years, 14.4. So cheaper.
So you tell me you can't give Mark Ingram $1 million more?
I mean, maybe they needed that to make this deal for Jared Cook.
No.
Signed a 2-year, $15.5 million. They also bring in Malcolm Brown from the Patriots, 3 years, $15 million. We signed Teddy B. Teddy B is going to be, I think Drew Brees, his last season, and then Teddy Bridgewater takes from the reins. They signed Mario Edwards. Jesus Christ. He was on.
What?
You hit your mic and it was.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Mario Edwards, he was on the Giants. He didn't really do anything, so I guess that's fine. Signed Will Lutz on a 5-year deal. Probably best kicker in the league now. I'd put him over Justin Tucker.
Steven Gostkowski's better.
He ain't even on a team yet.
You know what team he's going to, jackass.
Maybe he retires.
Shut up. He's not retiring. He would have announced already.
And then they signed Latavius Murray to replace Mark Ingram.
Don't like that.
Okay, now here we go. The New York Football Giants.
Can we skip this?
No, sadly no. I want to, but Antoine Bethea.
Who cares?
34 years old.
Who gives a chicken's ass?
Marcus Gold.
Oh my God.
Cody Latimer.
God, sounds like a fucking white boy on a high school basketball team.
Jabril Peppers and Kevin Zeitler. And then...
Is that it?
Tate. which was I don't get why they signed him. He's basically just the same as Sterling Shepard. Okay, the Jets more interesting. We got Henry Anderson, who was solid for him at the defensive line. Le'Veon Bell, big boy money. Actually, no, not big boy money. I lied. Are you dead?
No, I'm here. I can't believe we just talked about the Giants.
I mean, we gotta talk about all the teams, okay?
Sorry,
gotta
I sleep. I'm awake now.
Alright, Le'Veon Bell got paid way less than what he wanted.
Oh, what a terrible decision. He lost so much money.
Maybe it isn't about the money.
There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a dumbass. That's what it is.
I think he just more so wanted to leave Pittsburgh.
Why?
He said he didn't like the environment there. He said it was a poorly run organization.
Don't believe that for a second.
But
he goes to the Jets.
He's face of the franchise.
The Jets.
They signed Jamison Crowder.
Let me say that one more time. The Jets.
Yeah, Jets.
Yeah. When's the last time the Jets won a Super Bowl?
I think it was like 1916 or
Joe
something.
Namath.
Jamison Crowder signed a 3-year, close to $29 million.
Terrible.
They signed C.J. Mosley.
Again, the Jets.
C.J. Mosley, 5-year, $85 million.
3 years, almost $30 million for fucking Crowder.
Yeah. I mean, he would have been helpful in Washington right now. But he's still not worth that much money. C.J. Mosley getting the bag, catching it for $85 million. They trade for Kalichi Osemele from the Raiders. Helps protect their franchise guy in Sam Darnold. Trevor Siemian's his backup. And that's about it. Another big team, Oakland Raiders. The drama-filled team in the league, I'd say. This is like if you were to put the Misfits together. You got Antonio Brown.
Did you see the report of Juden crying?
Yeah, he said he cried for like 3 days after Khalil Mack got traded.
Bullshit.
But with him being traded, or if he wasn't traded, they wouldn't have been able to land Antonio Brown, Trent Brown, and LaMarcus Joyner.
Why couldn't they get Antonio Brown?
They wouldn't have had some of the picks that they traded.
Not true at all.
That 3rd round pick they traded, they got that from the Bears.
Give away your 3rd round pick.
They want to. This is their whole plan with this was to buy offense, draft defense. I wouldn't be shocked if the first 5 picks for the Raiders were all defense.
With Derek Carr at your quarterback.
I mean, they got time to. If he doesn't do well this year, you got a crop of quarterbacks next year, which is way better than the crop this year.
How about this? I got a trade for you.
And listen,
Derek Carr goes to the Cardinals.
For Josh, or you want Josh Rosen to be the starter
for the first pick in the draft.
But then, what does that do for Josh Rosen?
Gets traded. Josh Rosen gets traded to either the Giants or the Pats.
Or the Chargers. Those are the 3 teams in it.
And the Raiders get Kyler Murray.
I mean, it makes sense to fit with the storyline that they're building here. But I don't see it happening. They said Derek Carr was their quarterback. They dropped the bag on some people. They also signed Tyra Williams. So they're
I like that. I like that.
So I think
they basically traded away. They basically gave up Jordy Nelson and Amari Cooper for Antonio Brown and Tyrell Williams.
And this is a better combo. And they still have Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, but he can't stay off the weed.
I mean, him and Brown, though, maybe if Brown's there, because Brown and Bryant were a solid duo in Pitt.
Yeah.
Maybe something happened there. They also signed Landry Jones. So they have 4 QBs on the roster.
And 3 ex-Steelers.
Yeah. We got the Eagles. They just re-signed a bunch of people. They got Deshaun Jackson and Malik Jackson. And they signed
Michael Bennett, though.
It did. But, they brought in Graham and Curry, which kind of, fits in with that. Vinny, yep. 1 year, 2.25.
Was he on the Bucs?
Yes. He was on the Eagles for the first 6 seasons of his career, then spent a year in Tampa, and now he's back in Philly. And then they brought in Sendejo from the Vikings.
Yep.
They let him go. Steelers, I don't get some of these moves. They brought in Mark Barron. I don't think he's that good. They brought in Dante Moncrief. Again, don't think he's that good.
I thought that was good.
They're expecting him to take the place of Antonio Brown. Hell,
nobody can. So don't even say that.
I mean, if they're expecting him to be the starter, I don't think he should start. I don't think he's a starting wide receiver. And then they brought back Eli Rogers because he's been there for his entire career. The Niners made a lot of moves, actually. They signed Quan Alexander.
Defense got a lot better.
Their defense got a lot better, I think. And they're not done because I think they're going Nick Bosa in the draft.
No way. No.
I think that's the consensus.
Mm-mm.
What do you think they'd go in the draft?
They're trading it.
I mean, I'm talking about if they don't trade it.
Second's getting traded, third's getting traded.
I don't know because the Jets, I think, are kind of in on Josh Allen out of Kentucky. And they need he'd fill in that hole that Anthony Barr would have been.
What if they flop?
What do you mean? Oh, they switch? And then
Jets give up their first round next year.
I wouldn't trade it that much to go one pick. No.
I mean, it's Nick Bosa.
I still don't think, just because of how much depth there is in this draft, how much talented it is on the defensive line, I don't think it's that necessary. They signed Tevin Coleman to that deal, which I don't get. They trade for D Ford for a next year.
I like that.
Second. Next year second, not even
I like
for
that.
this
That's
second.
why they're not going Nick Bosa. They got D Ford. It's not a need anymore.
They signed Jason Verrett.
Good deal. I like that.
They signed, but he's injury prone, so that's why it's not worth a lot. Jordan Matthews signed to a 1-year deal. I guess he takes the place of Pierre Garçon. I wouldn't be shocked if they go receiver first round if they trade back.
He might get cut.
Don't be shocked if DK Metcalf becomes a 49er.
Yeah.
Because that'd be exactly what Jimmy G needs. And they tagged Robbie Gould, who the only year he sucked in his career was when he was on that 1 year for the Giants. Just gonna throw that out.
They tagged him?
They did tag him.
For $17 million.
Is the tag $17 million for a kicker?
Oh, the kicker, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say kickers tagged are probably 6-7, if that. Seattle, KJ Wright brought back, Michael Kendricks dropped back. They signed Mikey Iupati, tagged Clark.
Lost Earl Thomas.
They did. Won't be shocked if they go safety first round. Mm-hmm. And they signed Jason Myers from the Jets.
I like that.
He was arguably the best kicker in the league last year. Did he make the Pro Bowl or did the Texans kicker make the Pro Bowl?
Texans.
Okay, and I know for my big boy Aldrich Rosas made it for the NFC. The Bucks, they brought in Deion Buchanan because Bruce Arians is there. Don't know why he's coaching there.
Me either.
They signed 2 quarterbacks, Ryan Griffin and Blaine Gabbert. They signed Brashad Perriman to a deal.
Ryan Griffin was out of the league last year and he just fucking gets signed by the Buccaneers. Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. And I'm going to worry about it because the Buccaneers are one of the worst teams in football.
They hold the 5th pick this year.
Dumbass for going. They're going to probably screw it up.
Probably.
They got a defensive lineman last year and they had a stacked D-line.
I wouldn't be shocked if they take another defensive lineman.
Why are they not trading, what's his name?
Geno Atkins? Not Geno Atkins.
No.
You know what I'm talking about. That defensive set. God, why am I looking at
the big black guy?
Yeah, man, that's like half the NFL. Gerald McCoy. There you go.
McCoy. Why haven't they traded him yet? Or cut him?
I don't know. I thought he was going to get cut this season. They also signed Shaquille Barrett from the Broncos, which I like him as a player. He wasn't used enough.
They may go tight end.
They have O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate.
O.J. Howard, sorry. They're going defense.
I could see them going, they could reach on a Greedy Williams.
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans, they signed Adam Humphries, who could have been a Patriot. I forgot why he said he didn't go to the Patriots, but there's a reason.
Because he's loyal.
but he went to a different team, so I don't get how
No,
that.
meaning he said he would sign the contract. And then the
Okay.
Patriots said, all right, what if we give you 10? And he said, sorry, guys. Or he said, I'd sign. I don't want him anyways. He's garbage.
They signed Roger Saffold from the Rams. He was a good.
The Titans always going to be bad, okay? The Titans.
I mean, they're like average.
Marcus Mariota is hot garbage.
Didn't they make the playoffs 2 years ago.
Yeah, they got killed by the Pats.
Yeah, and then they had that Marcus Mariota pass to himself, infamous play.
Wonderful.
They have Ryan Tannehill as a backup.
Congratulations. That's when you know games.
Well, they also they signed Cameron Wake to a 3-year deal.
Makes no sense.
He playing to his 40s.
Oh my god, dude. The guy tore his Achilles 2 years ago. You give him a 3-year deal.
3 years, 23.
Why? What is wrong with you?
Kenny Vaccaro on a 4-year deal.
That's not a bad deal, but
I like him as a player.
Cameron Wake, a 3-year deal.
And the last team who just likes to take everybody from the New York Giants, the Washington Redskins, they get Landon Collins on a 6-year, $84 million deal, highest paid safety of all time. They signed Eric Flowers.
Hot garbage.
All I gotta say. They signed DRC, who comes out of retirement.
Bro, I didn't see that. They signed him?
They brought in DRC.
Wow.
On a $1.075 million deal. And they re-signed AP in case Darius Geis goes down again. They have someone there to take in the spot, and they trade for Case Keenum for filling the hole for while Alex Smith is still healing, which I believe his career is over.
Career over.
Injury. So I think I wouldn't be shocked if they draft a quarterback this year. Definitely not. I won't be shocked if they trade up for a quarterback this year.
They're going Dwayne Haskins.
If they trade up for Dwayne Haskins, because I think they set up the 15th pick, which is not a good pick. That's dead middle. You either want to be at the top of the draft order because your team sucked, or you want to be near the end because you actually made the playoffs. If you're in the middle of that, then I'm sorry. But that's all of what happened in free agency. A lot and not a lot. What if Nick Foles had gotten signed by the Giants? I just want to throw that question to you.
Yeah, it would have been boring for me because Giants would still suck.
Do you think if they signed Nick Foles, would they have traded Odell?
No, obviously not.
I just want to throw that up there. Okay.
What are you actually a playoff team?
No.
Exactly. So
we won 3 games 2 years ago. We won 5 games last year. We're going to have 4 wins this year.
If you got Nick Foles, you'd probably be a 7-8 win team.
Give us 4 wins this year. We'll beat the Cardinals and we'll beat the Jets and beat the Patriots on opening night. And the potential for Giants Patriots week 1 on Sunday Night Football.
I wouldn't be surprised if we lose, to be honest with you, because we're not a good first quarter team. So
yeah. All right. NBA awards. Season's about to end. This has been.
You're not gonna like me.
I'm probably not. Okay. What I did is I put you know how there's 3 people per award for the nominees. Yep. I kind of did that, but I have who I would pick out of the 3. We'll start off we'll save MVP for last because I'm assuming that's where I'm going to get angry with you. We'll start off with Coach of the Year, Michael Malone from the Nuggets. You got to be kidding me.
Nope, no way.
You're going to say the Bucks coach Budenholzer.
Nope.
I have that
no,
too.
I'm not.
You have Doc Rivers then, don't you? I have him as my number 3.
He's gotta be Coach of the Year.
He's making a huge run for it, but the Michael Malone and the Nuggets, they went from a 9th seeded team last year to
that's because they had injuries though.
But they're still competing for a 1
doesn't matter
this year, and they've beaten the Warriors on multiple occasions.
They should be a top 3 team, all the talent. And Michael Porter hasn't even played yet.
That's huge that he hasn't played yet, and they're playing this well. If he's healthy, they are definitely a championship contender. But this year, I think they may lose first round if I'm keeping it honest.
But he's Coach of the Year.
No, just because it's all based off a regular season. They have no experience in a postseason.
Paul Millsap.
Yeah, but I believe they're set to take on the Jazz right now.
They could beat the Jazz.
The Jazz could beat them too. That's what I'm getting at. But I want Michael Malone, Mike Budenholzer, and Doc Rivers. That's my 1, 2, 3. And you have
not even the guy from Toronto, huh?
Hell no.
Okay, moving on.
They had a 1 seed last year, and they're still the 1 seed. I don't know how that make you coach of the year. Most improved. You're probably not even gonna think that this person should have it, but Pascal Siakam from the rafters, man.
Nope.
Plus about 9 points per game. I know who you have, and I have him as my third. I know you have Derrick Rose in this spot.
Steve-O.
I have him as number 3. I have him in another award.
Dude, he might be... Oh, comeback?
No.
Dude, he might be the first guy to ever win MVP and most improved player.
I believe there's 2 people that deserve it more. Siakam, definitely, and then Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers.
He's up there, too. He's playing good.
All right. Defensive Player of the Year. I had to think about this one. I ended up picking Giannis.
I got DeAndre Jordan.
I'm going to keep it honest that he's not even in my top 3.
How? How does someone who leads the league in rebounds not in your top 3 for Defensive Player of the Year?
First of all, Andre Drummond leads the league in rebounds. So I don't know where you got DeAndre Jordan from.
Oh, sorry.
Number 2, Paul George is averaging almost 2.5 steals a game.
We'll get to him later.
Joel Embiid. Oh shit! I just broke a hanger. Joel Embiid is averaging almost like 2.5 blocks a game. But Giannis, I think he's the most complete. I don't know if he's like Kawhi defender, because we all know Kawhi's the best defender.
If you say he's the most complete player in the world, I'm going to come over there.
No, I wasn't going to say most complete player. I was going to say most complete defender.
Probably.
Because he can defend people at the rim and he can defend the people on the perimeter. That's why I kind of have him here. Sixth man of the year. Give me Sweet Lou.
Yeah, no brainer. Sweet Lou, yep.
I got Derrick Rose in the number 2 spot there.
Alright, I like that.
And I put Sabonis from the the Pacers, because he's been balling out since...
That's what I have. I have those 3.
Rookie of the Year. Luka.
I mean, it's gonna be Luka, but...
I wouldn't be shocked if I saw Trae Young, because he's been
Trae Young's having a hell of a second half.
But this is what made me pick Luka. You have to base it off the whole year. And Luka's been playing at this level the entire year.
Yeah,
Trae Young's only been balling off since after the All-Star break.
Who's had a better career?
After the season. Better career? It's hard to tell at this point.
They're going to be both really good.
They're going to be linked together their entire career like Magic and Larry Bird were.
Yeah. Especially because they had traded for each other.
Yeah, that was huge. And that also, since the Mavericks are really underperforming, the Hawks are going to have 2 top 7 picks.
Yeah.
They could end up, if they can get
what if they get Cam Reddish and Bol Bol?
That'd be crazy.
Filthy.
And now, this is the big
playoff team.
Yeah, I said they'd be 8 seed. Maybe 7. MVP. This is where I'm going to get angry with you.
Yeah.
I have James Harden as our MVP.
No way.
Yeah. He is having...
No, that's what I have.
Oh.
I thought you were picking Giannis.
No. James Harden...
But our 1, 2, 3 is definitely different.
I have Harden, Giannis, Paul George.
No. Paul George has dropped off so much, dude.
So who's your 3? Jokic?
Nope.
Curry?
Nope.
Who the hell? Who else?
Sleeper pick.
There's no way you're going to put, like, Kyrie there.
Nope. Hell no.
East or West? Don't make me eat. Bruh. You're going to put Kawhi Leonard there?
Nope.
What the crack? You're going to put Joel there?
Yep.
No.
Dude, he's having one of the best seasons the center has ever had.
Still no. James Harden's also having one of the best seasons of an NBA player. That's why I have him
as an MVP. I'm saying it's 3.
Same thing with Giannis.
Yeah, it's going to be a shame Giannis doesn't win it because he's having a hell of a season.
It's just James Harden decided to light it up when
36 points a game.
If you take his points per game from the last month, like if you average that out, he's the 2nd leading scorer in the league behind himself. That says something. I feel like they might give it to Giannis though, because the Bucks are like the 1 seed now and whatnot, and the Rockets fell from a 1 seed.
If they don't give it to Harden when he's averaging 36 a game, there's a problem.
You
can't go wrong though either way.
I mean, they're both deserving of it, but I think it's gonna end up being kind of like what happened with Harden and Westbrook.
Yeah.
Because Westbrook had like the quote better stat line, but Harden took his team to a 1 seed and damn near the
Harden should have 3 straight MVPs.
He definitely should. Because the second Curry MVP was
steal.
Something. Definitely something. Alright, I've been talking for way too long to you. We're doing this 2 times a week, so be prepared for a lot of me talking about how my team sucked.
Be prepared. Prepared for how good Boston sports are.
Tell me before we go. Tell me right now. Celtics making the finals.
Yeah.
Put it on. All right. See you next time.